Hello everybody, good to see you again. I am Dr. Tim Dunne and I'm with Advocate Integrative Medicine in Johnson City, and we're continuing to do our educational videos. And the ones we're really focusing on right now is the organization of how to get healthy. Because folks, this is where everybody struggles. This is where the challenge is. It's not going to the gym and doing your work. It's the planning stage. That's where you will succeed or you'll struggle, is in the planning stage. So today I want to talk to you about calendar. And what does that mean? When we look at the hierarchy of things to do, we're talking about things like your nervous system, oxygen, water, exercise, food, sleep, those types of things, right? First of all, you got to have a calendar and you have to plan your work ahead of time. Plan your work and work your plan. So what does that look like, Doc? Well, first of all, we're going to talk about chiropractic. If your brain can't communicate with your tissues, over time that will lead to chronic disease. Folks, it's elementary. It's not something you believe in or you don't. Here's the example. If you were involved in an accident and you had spinal cord injury and you were paralyzed, you're paralyzed from that segment down. You've lost 100% neurological flow. From there down. What if your vertebrae are misaligned and you only have 50% loss of nerve flow? What does that look like? Chronic problems, chronic disease, chronic. This is the basis of chiropractic, is allowing your brain to communicate with your body. It's very elementary. It's anatomy 101, folks. It's not a belief. Love is something that you believe in. Chiropractic is basic anatomy. Fair enough? Let's move on. Plan your work, work your plan. You got to plan ahead. If you were to go to a university and you're going to walk in there and say, I want to be a lawyer, and you're a freshman, they're going to give you 7 years of classes that you take in order per semester. You get 80%, you move on. They have planned your work. You have to work the plan. That is a formal education. Easy enough, right? Well, folks, this is what you have to do for your health. You have to plan your work. What does that look like? Schedule your needs and then your wants. When we go down the list, say your spinal needs are once a week to the chiropractor. Put that on Wednesdays at 4 o'clock. Pencil it in. What's your next one? Oxygen. Once a day, you're going to get outside in some sunlight and you're going to go for a walk, hopefully with your loved ones. You're going to go for a walk for 15 to 30 minutes. Make it a brisk pace. Get some oxygen going. Get some vitamin D going. The next one's going to be sleep. It behooves you to get to bed at the same time every night and get up at the same time in the morning. Preferably 7.5 to 8.5 hours, depending on what your individual needs are. Set your alarm. Make sure that you're consistent. Water. If you take your body weight, divide it in half, that's the starting point for how much water you're going to need. So what do you mean, Doc, by that's my starting point? Folks, if you add caffeine to your diet, like a morning coffee or two, then you're going to have to increase your water intake because the caffeine is leaching the water out of your body. Those are things you're going to have to calculate, but you're going to plan for it. So as soon as you roll out of bed, 20 ounces of water, folks. Before each meal, 10, 12 ounces of water. Plan your work and then execute. Number 3. If it's scheduled, then you do it. That's why you have a calendar. And that's why on Sunday you create your calendar for the week. This is when I'm going for a walk. This is when I'm eating. This is when I'm going to bed. This is when I'm going to the gym. If you schedule it and you put it on your schedule, you've taken the emotion out of the equation. So now when Thursday comes up, you look at your schedule when you get out of bed. You meditate in the morning, you take care of your necessities, you grab a bite to eat, and you go through your schedule. and you get your work done. That's why the schedule on a calendar works so well. Number 4, start on Wednesday. This is a new one for everybody. What do you mean? Everybody wants to start their new health program on a Monday. I disagree. Start on a Wednesday. Why? Because the first week is hard enough. The first week is a real challenge. So if we start on Wednesday, we got Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, then we've got a bit of a break where we can catch up, where we can get back on track, where we don't get off track so easily. The first week you start on Wednesday, and that gives you just 3 days of staying on track, and then you can reboot on the weekends. Another small piece that's going to help you succeed. And folks, this is all about lining up the wins. It's all about lining up the wins. Each win you add, whether it's getting adjusted, getting a massage, getting up when you're supposed to, studying or meditating when you're supposed to, doing all the things that you need to, those are the little wins, and that's what you got to start stacking up. And this is another way to stack them up. Number 5, create a team to go on the journey with you. This is a great one. Back 30 years ago when I was doing this, you had a workout partner. Nowadays, you can go to the gym and you can have 3 or 4 people that work out at the same time you do, but you can have a texting group where all 5 of you text each other throughout the day to hold each other accountable, to keep each other on track. Create a team, folks. And that team doesn't even need to be in the same city. Because of texting and social media, you can create your team, keep each other accountable, stay on track. Create a team. Be accountable. Number 6, encourage and take others with you. What do I mean by that? If you and your team are doing well, then at your church, start offering a class. Teach others what you're doing and how it can help them. Be an example for your kids. Be an example for your spouse. At work, you can create other subgroups of your group and take what you've learned and help others. Folks, you got to give back. If you've had success and you've been blessed, then you've got to give back. And this is a way of giving back. And lastly, empower yourself and empower others. It's all about raising each other up. It's not talking negative about each other. It's not doing anything but loving each other, lifting each other up, and helping each other achieve the success in the life that we've all been looking for and accustomed to. Folks, this is how we practice at Advocate Integrative Medicine. We have a team approach of medical doctor, nurse practitioner, chiropractors, exercise people. We put people back together. We give you the tools that you're going to need so that you're successful. Whether it's knee pain or joint pain, and it doesn't matter your age, this is our focus. Our focus is you. You're our priority. But we've got to create a structure. That's why this is so important. Call us today. Get on our schedule. Rarely do we ever go where you cannot get on the schedule within 24 hours, unless it's the weekend. Folks, call today. Get on the schedule. Let's get your life back, and let's empower and lift each other up. Start today.